Hey guys, one of the most searched videos prior to actually planning a trip to Boracay would probably be how do you get a QR code to Aklan? And in this video, I just like to share to you some tips on how to actually get that, and at the same time, my first-hand experience in getting one. But before anything else, I'd like to share to you the link that's gonna be placed in the description box in this video for you to go straight to where you're going to be applying for a QR code. Now, there's been a lot of really helpful blogs from really awesome vloggers out there that I've watched countless times prior to this trip, and I just want to do a quick shout out over to this guy named Ji-eun. Ji-eun, I've watched a lot of their videos and they've been really helpful for me planning my trip here, so kudos to you. Anyway, going over to the video, all you really need to do is you just head over to that link that I placed in the description, and you just need to put all of the details like your IDs, your booking, and all of those things that are needed on that particular website or link. After you've done that, it will then generate a QR code. This QR code can now actually be used. The only thing about it is it's still not validated. And in the website, there will be some requirements that you're going to be needing to actually pass in order for it to be validated. Now, the concern of many netizens out there is the fact that when you send all those requirements, it takes some time for it to be validated or for it to actually have that green check mark. That is basically your go signal that you're all good to go. You can just simply go to your airport and away you go to Boracay. One of the main concerns is the fact that these particular documents don't get validated even on the day of your flight, which apparently happened to me. So I guess I'm going to be talking about the tips right now. So the first step would always be to get in touch with, if you happen to have a travel agency, I would suggest you get in touch with them and actually get help from them, because obviously these people know what they're doing. So, and that's what I did. I tried reaching out to people from the travel agency, and they've been really helpful when it comes to, helping me get my QR code. Secondly, the other thing that you can do as well would be to call in the numbers that are indicated on that specific website. These numbers are actually open 24/7. And I actually spoke with one of them, one of the representatives in Aklan, and she's been really helpful in giving me information about how these things get validated. But fact of the matter is, what happened to me, just want to share with you my first-hand experience. On the day of the flight itself, which was last December 14, I actually still don't have the documents validated. So I was concerned, obviously. But what I did was I still went over to the airport, and in the airport, the moment that you get there, when you check in, they're going to be asking for the QR code, they're going to be scanning it, and just a primary ID. Luckily, when I actually went there, the QR code actually worked. It just beeped. It worked. And right after that, they just asked me for my ID, and away I go to the plane. I just got my boarding pass, and when I arrive at Aklan, there's another checkpoint there wherein you're gonna have to show the QR code. And the status of my QR code during that time was still on pending status. Just want to share that to you. It still doesn't have that green check mark. That means, the go signal for you to actually get there. And it still worked. They just asked for my QR code. They asked me for my boarding pass. They asked me for my ID. And after that, I was able to actually get past Katiklan, and I arrived at the Katiklan base, and then I just rode the service transfer and a ferry and a quick 10-minute ferry ride, and they dropped me up in Boracay Island, and I just rode another service transfer, yeah, I arrived at my destination, which is I'm currently at Hanan Garden Resort. So yeah, my journey with the QR code was not really that smooth, but it was like, you know, everything was settled at the end of the day. So yeah, I hope that you find that helpful. One thing that I'd like to share would be always, try to confirm with your travel agency, number one, if you do have a travel agency. Number two, if in any case you can call those numbers, that would be awesome. And I would also suggest you try and send emails over to the Boracay email address, just so you can send proof if in any case you get, if you have some issues in getting the QR code, just so you have some proof that you've been actually sending your documents. But so far, so good, really. Yeah, like I was able to go here smoothly. So yeah, those are just my tips. I hope that you find that helpful in a way. So I'm gonna be seeing you on the next video. See ya.